What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 431 of Community Universe Mode. Took me a little bit of time to remember, but I got there. And edition number 114 of Monday Night Fusion on a Tuesday, because I don't really have a schedule. But try to adhere to one, but it sometimes doesn't work out, you know? And I assume it was a Vixen sometime on 16. It was probably like, I think maybe even Rick or Fury. How much they were tweeting back then when the Vixens division was truly lit. And Big J-Rod dropping into, what up, fam? But indeed, we have ourselves an action-packed card, as always, coming your way. My fine feathered friends, on the horizon next Sunday, the 4th of March, is when the Superstars of Fusion will return to pay-per-view for the 3rd annual Dark Carnival. Of course, we're coming off the heels this past, which was an amazing event. Loved it from start to finish. But of course, that was for the Genesis Superstars. And let's not forget, guys, that this Sunday, the CMV returns to Tokyo, Japan in the Tokyo Dome for the 3rd annual CMV Tag Team Cup. Oh, my love of my life, Bateman and Crispy. I actually didn't think anybody would be here because I'm going live so early, but pleasantly surprised. Welcome in. But the brackets have been posted on the website, on the Genesis, on all the cards. I think Big Boy Soul has been posting. So if you don't know, then you can go and check right now. CMVWrestling.com, ! Join in the chat. We'll give you a link, hot link, quick link, whatever you want to call it. 8 teams going to compete, though, for the opportunity to go down in the history books. And, of course, on that same night, the winning team of the tournament, as has been the tradition for the past 2 years, will challenge the tag team champions on that same night. The ATL ready to defend their championship gold for the first time against whichever of the 8 teams survives. Oh, and a big drop in by TZ. What up, fam? Welcome. I've not seen you in a long while. Glad to have you as Monday Night Fusion gets underway here. Episode 114 in the Gargoyle of Destruction with a current record of 19-1. It's set for the biggest match of his career next Sunday at Dark Carnival, where, of course, he takes on Ryan Kent in a #1 contenders match for the Undisputed Championship. Hey, what up, Zakwa? I feel like I remember that name, too. Welcome, welcome. What up, Big Sonny? And our first tweet of the evening, guys, comes from United States champion Harvey Hastings. Paul, you won't make it. You won't make it to your fight with Hayden. I will guarantee it. Of course, our main event, as voted by you, the fans, a Falls Count Anywhere match for the United States Championship. Harvey Hastings looking to make history, become the first ever 3-time United States champion when he challenges the Asian sensation Paul Devine. And of course, going off of Harvey's tweet, the main event of Dark Carnival, we know, will be Paul Devine versus Hayden for the Undisputed Championship. The question is, will the Asian sensation walk into that matchup still the U.S. champ? We'll find out later on tonight. Harvey enacting his rematch clause from losing the title back at Sacrifice in the Ultimate Sacrifice match. Look at those traps on Damien. Good God. And of course, his opponent for tonight, it's former Fusion Tag Team Champion Hans Von Braun. I believe his first singles match in his CMV career. No Papa Braun to back him up. But of course, Dance Party will be a part of the Tag Team Cup this Sunday. They actually lost a qualifier to Blood and Stone. But thanks to Billy Weaver being released, Billy and Bannon's spot was vacated, so Dance Party are being given a second opportunity. So I guess really Hans Von Braun and Baron, they gotta be, thanking Billy for getting released. That's the only reason they're getting a second chance. And tonight, Hansi looks to be only the second man ever to defeat Damien and bring him to 19-2, or will Damien go to 20-1? What up, Tiffany? Welcome. Don't believe we've had you in this side of CMV before, but glad to have you. As the show is going to get started, Damian Hans von Braun. Hans von Braun certainly has the, what's the word I'm looking for, is more than most well-equipped to take on Dayton here. That's, maybe not, maybe I'm wrong, right out of the gate with a cross-legged fisherman buster, but I'm talking about size-wise. You know, most of Damian's opponents have been much smaller than him, and certainly not as strong, but Hans just about the same height, just about the same build. So perhaps Hansi actually has a chance here. Deep scoop slam by the Gargoyle of Destruction. Of course, I'm sure that Ryan Kent is watching this matchup very closely. It's going to be Damian's biggest test to date, no doubt. The future Hall of Famer, the most decorated superstar in CMV history, and Ryan Kent. Choke bomb by Damian so far dominating Hans von Braun. Now going to take off the top turnbuckle. Damian's never done that before. Looking to use some dirty heel tactics. Usually doesn't have to do something like that. Ooh, that cheeky little lag spike there. Hopefully that was it. Let me know in the chat if it gets any worse, because I'm not paying attention to my feed. Former Fusion Tag Team Champion Hans with a stretch muffler here being applied. Damian with a great way to get out of it. The heel of his boot connecting right to the top of head. Then a Russian leg sweep to escape that power slam. Hey, what a Flashy. Glad to have you, my friend. Happy that you made it. Of course, Flashy is in action later on tonight against the light heavyweight champion, Matt Devious. First time that we're seeing Devious in action since he won the title back at Sacrifice. Devious is set to win the championship at Dark Carnival next Sunday against who? It has not yet been revealed. We've also got Jay Davis back at it as he takes on former tag team partner and longtime foe Troy Myers. Little bit of a reignition of that feud from previous season. Wait a minute. Damian going to utilize that exposed turnbuckle, just slamming Hans von Braun head first right into it. And I guess referee Murphy didn't see that somehow, even though he was looking right at it. Stomp to the gut now. I don't really even think that Damian needed to do something like that, but proving that he can if he wants to. Stiff kick to the back now. Hans von Braun brought up to his feet. And here we go. Hans going to go all the way back up. Or all the way up and then back down again. Hook in the leg. 1, 2, 3. And that's enough. We don't even get a virus slam out of this match. Did Hans even hit a move? I'm not sure. What kind of condition is Hansi going to be in for the Tag Team Cup this Sunday in Tokyo, Japan with his father? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, look, some respect by Hans von Braun. He says, you just beat my ass. Let's shit. Oh, and Damian accepts the handshake. That was interesting. I guess those who concede to Damian earn his, I don't know, earn it. Why is his back green? Well, Damian goes to 20-1 en route to face Ryan Kent next Sunday. Hans don't want none of that beef. He said, "All right, fam, I don't want to catch those hands again. So let me just get out of here real quick." Hans conceded as quickly as he possibly could. He was like, "Nah, don't want nothing to do with this. Once is enough." But the action must continue here on Fusion number 114. It's up next. Some more highlights or preview, if you would, of the Tag Team Cup to come this Sunday as 2 of the 8 teams that will be competing in it, Shindig Shebang and Blood and Stone, set to collide. Of course, this is Shindig Shebang's debut as a tag team. Shanaz Andoni and Jimmy Gimmick, of course, with certainly not a walk in the park to take on former Fusion Tag Team champions and Rise and Blood. Actually beat Dance Party some weeks ago to qualify for the Tag Team Cup. And it was certainly an interesting situation that brought Andoni and Gimmick together. They were actually both looking for their own tag team partners. Jimmy Gimmick, after seeing a flyer for the Tag Team Cup, was searching for Lance Martini, and Shanaz was about to go to a match to get Chet Taylor. But they ended up bumping into each other and said, "Hey, why don't we just team up?" And so Shindig was born. Of course, Shanaz Andoni really can't ask for a better tag team partner than he, a two-time World Tag Team Champion, longest reigning tag team champion in CMV, and last season won the Fusion Tag Team titles, and of course as a singles star is very decorated as well, but this is Jimmy Gimmick's CMV debut period, so we'll have to see how he can handle himself. And of course, still a lot to get to. Troy Myers and Jay Davis going to go at it, guys. Chris Sullivan of the Brass Ring Club going to go toe-to-toe with Josh Wolf. That should be an interesting matchup. As we said earlier, Flashy and Matt Devious going to go one-on-one in a non-title matchup. And then our main event, Falls Count Anywhere for the United States title. Time they fought before, Harvey Hastings has had Divine's number. Will the same be said tonight? Will history be made? Or will Japan's biggest export finally get one over the Assassin? The ATL, of course, currently sitting at 7-0 in their CMV careers as the Fusion Tag Team Champions. They're feeling very, very confident about themselves, and with good reason. But they have got 8 tough tag teams in that tournament this Sunday, so they had best be ready for whatever is to come their way. As here we go. Shanaz Andoni and Jimmy Gimmick, ladies and gentlemen. Shindig shebang. And a tweet here from Bloody Justice before he and Rise make his way out here. He says, prepare to be obsolete. Want to go home to watch that CMV in comfort? I feel you. Shanaz and Gimmick. How can you help but to smile when these two guys come out here? If I'm being a little bit biased, I think my pick for the Tag Team Cup might be these two guys right here. Shanaz Andoni is coming off a tough loss to Ryan Kent last week. Hopefully he can bounce back. Like I said, though, it's not going to be easy. Blood and Stone, some tough opponents. The brackets have yet to be revealed as to like what the first round matches will be. I'm sure that'll be up within the next couple of days of the card on our website, cmvwrestling.com. Again, !join. And the chat will give you a link, guys. And here's a tweet from Flashy that says, I forgot. Well, you best learn real quick because he's about to go head-to-head with the light heavyweight champion, Matt Devious, later tonight. First time we're seeing Devious in action since he won the title at Sacrifice. Had some time to celebrate. But now he's got to prepare for his defense next Sunday at Dark Carnival. Shindig shebang ready to go. And now here comes the former Fusion Tag Team Champions Rise. Bloody Justice, ladies and gentlemen. Blood and Stone. Really, we're starting to hit a rough patch. Finally starting to dig themselves out of the hole they're in by beating Dance Party a couple of weeks ago. It was by countout. All the matches that Blood and Stone have won lately have been by countout. They also beat the ATL by countout last month. Seems to be the only way they can get a win lately. So Shindig shebang, at best be careful if the fight gets taken to the outside. Bless Bateman, you sweet juicy man. And here's a tweet, ladies and gentlemen, from Josh Wolf that says, Samson cannot control me, not until he stops depending on King to get his revenge. And a little segment earlier tonight before the show started had Josh Wolf in a meeting with Johnny Sampson, and Sampson actually called Josh Wolf the possible future of Fusion, and Josh said, hey, cut the bullshit. Stop trying to pander to me. And finally, Josh said, obviously in the beef he's had with Travis King, part of Click, and Josh Wolf, part of the Resistance, but Samson telling, look at that, what a way to kick off the match. Samson telling Josh that he's got to quit the bad blood between he and King, because of course we know that Johnny Sampson's been trying to use Travis to get back at Schmitty. So far he's kind of failed miserably. Of course Schmitty will be in action later on tonight in a 1-on-3 handicap match. The torment continues against the Ballers Club, but Josh Wolf saying, hey, if you truly want Schmitty to pay, stop using King and start using me. So Josh Wolf sort of turned to the dark side a little bit, if you will. Although, who can really say what is the dark side between Samson and Schmitty at this point? Because people still loathe Schmitty, and with good reason. But what Samson is doing to him certainly is not okay. Nice reversal there by Shanaz Andoni. Guys, of course, huge news also coming out of tonight. Before the show started, Johnny Sampson, we know, because of the whole Schmitty thing, he's been in a foul mood. And a CMV.com exclusive caught him in his office and obviously did not want to be disturbed. It seemed like he was waiting for Laura. They haven't really talked these past couple of weeks is what my sources have been telling me. And someone knocked at his door. Shanaz going to try to drag Rise over to maybe tag in Jimmy Gimmick. A knock at the door. Samson got excited. He thought that it was Laura. But when he opened the door, it was actually Jacob Ziegler. And Mr. Money in the Bank just chose the absolute worst time to try and get under Samson's skin. Johnny snapping. I don't know if snapping is a good enough word. Absolutely just going off on Ziegler. Because Ziegler, we know that since he came back, he's really been trying to just get under the skin and try to control Fusion and try to make Samson his bitch, basically. And Shanaz, after that uppercut attack to Jimmy Gimmick, guys, wait a minute. Oh, Shanaz Antoni. Got a little bit of a unicorn stampede, I believe. Unfolding here. Here comes Jimmy Gimmick, legal for the first time. Not very long, though. Shanaz right back in. Over and over and over and over and over and over again. Until finally, Shanaz Antoni going to launch Gimmick with a drop kick to the chest. And Rise might be in big time trouble as Shanaz is a little bit of a jig. Wow, Rise completely no-selling. Immediately looking for the tag, but Gimmick going to go for the pin anyhow. Hoping that will be enough to give Shindig Shebang their first win, but it is not. The match is going to continue. What up, Vic? And as I was saying, guys, Jacob Ziegler just, I honestly believe that whomever was to knock on that door at that specific moment would have paid dearly, but it just so happened to be Ziegler. And Johnny Sampson not only putting Ziegler against Bison one-on-one next week, but also booking Ziegler for Dark Carnival in a 6-man ladder match, guys, where he will defend his Money in the Bank briefcase. You're hearing me right. Next Sunday, March 4th, Dark Carnival, Money in the Bank ladder match. Jacob Ziegler has to defend his briefcase against 5 other men. The briefcase that he has held for nearly 3.5 months now. The briefcase he stole from Matt Devious now, because of his bad timing, has to defend it in a Money in the Bank ladder match. If he wants to keep that contract that guarantees him a world championship match anytime, anywhere, he'll have to once again climb a ladder. Once again, well, actually, he'll have to, for the first time, climb a ladder and yank down the briefcase, because Devious did that work at Ascendance. And then, like I said, Ziegler stole the briefcase from the current light heavyweight champion. But Johnny has also, just before this match started, gave me the names of whom will be the 5 other men joining Ziegler in that. Go over them after the matchup. Got the names right here, the 5 lucky superstars. We're going to get the chance to become the new Mr. Money in the Bank next Sunday. It's now Bloody Justice catching a couple of elbows from Jimmy Gimmick. Yo, what up, Topher? Indeed, an early stream. What up, Batman? Also had to do what I had to do, though. Couldn't stream yesterday. I had a really bad headache, and then I got stuff to do later today. So it seems like going live this early is actually the way to go, though, because I got pretty decent viewership. A lot of people came in here earlier that I haven't seen in like years. But here's Bloody Justice with that vintage deadlift Falcon Arrow of his. Early pinfall attempt now. Murphy in a position. Just a 1 count. Both of these teams looking for momentum heading into this Sunday's Tag Team Cup. And a tweet here, guys, from Crow says, in the Tag Team Cup, we welcome 8 teams into the Anarchist Asylum. The ATL will not lock us down, but we will strap them down in solitary confinement. I believe Crow meant to say 7 other teams, because it's 8 including them. Oh, there's Murphy taking his nightly bump. And just in time for Gimmick to make the tag. And this is what they call going viral, ladies and gentlemen. That assisted neck breaker into the pin. Murphy up just in time. No, not enough. Justice able to survive there. Yeah, that's why Albius left Echo. He was like, you're just not booking Blood and Stone right. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Stunner by Shanaz Antoni. That came out of nowhere. You really never know truly what to expect from the real number 1 Bubba, though. Quite frankly, anything can happen in a Shanaz Antoni match. Neckbreaker now by the former 2-time light heavyweight champion, 2-time Anarchy champion as well, 3-time tag team champion, winded up that fist for a nasty uppercut. Welcome back in D-Dynamic. Watch out, Murphy. Shanaz makes the tag, and a switch positions for a second taste of going viral. Shindig Shebang looking for that debut victory. Gimmick into the pin. 1, 2. Are you kidding? Jeez, Bloody Justice with that resiliency on display tonight. Tag Team Cup this Sunday. That'll come in handy because my goodness. Savage. Just savage, Echo. Bloody Justice desperate to make a tag out to Rise. Fireman's carry instead, though. Gimmick making sure that he stays in the driver's seat. Now an Irish whip back into the corner of Shindig Shebang. Making another tag. Here comes Andoni. What do we got here? Wrench in the arms. Oh, double punch to the gut. Oh, put your dukes up. Bloody Justice just got rocked in another dimension with a hot tag. Man, the leaping ability, them hops that Justice got, misses that forearm smash horribly. Now going to pay for it. Andoni puts Rise into the corner of the former military man in big time trouble. We should definitely get that dance party Shindig Shebang dance contest sometime. That double knee backstabber there by Andoni, now dragging Rise's body over to the corner of Shindig Shebang. Dirty heel tactics, and Andoni, he'll do whatever he has to win a match. You'll still love him at the end of the day. Only a 2 count anyhow. Oh, and then Gimmick. Rise kicking out, but immediately getting pounced on with a couple of elbows to the face. The teamwork of Shindig Shebang seems like they've been tag team partners for years. The chemistry is just clicking on all fronts. They have been dominating this match, but they can't seem to down either Rise or Bloody Justice, but oh, beautiful leg lariat. The apron trying to get the fans behind him. I do believe the fans. Now Rise busted wide open after that sharp DDT brought to a vertical base. Winding uppercut once again by Andoni. Blood and Stone have got to find a big way to come back in this one. Otherwise, oh no. The insult to injury by Shanaz Andoni. Gonna send the boot right up where the sun don't shine, the winds are not. Now Andoni, loving to have a little bit of fun, goes for a hook to the jaw though. Pissed Rise off, and that was a mistake because Rise shoots in. Maybe looking for one of his many military press variations, but Shanaz a bit quicker. Now back into the corner. Tag to Jimmy Gimmick. Tries to make a tag to Jimmy Gimmick, but thwarted. And a tweet here, guys, from Kill Switch. Wait a minute. Rise lifted Shanaz up in the air. That is a good 10 feet or so. Bam! Drilled into the canvas with that power slam. Oh, now Shanaz going to get whipped into the corner. Blood and Stone perhaps going to look for the ritual. Yes, tag to Bloody Justice. Here we go. Big time trouble. The ritual, the maneuver they used to win the tag team titles. Andoni in big trouble. 1, 2. No, power's out. And as I was trying to get to this tweet here from Kill Switch, guys, says, I'm not some schlub who will just let anyone else win. ATL won't lock us up. Nobody will. Hashtag Brash Ring Club always finds a way. BJ making sure to keep the pressure on. Shanaz kicking out of the ritual, but now taking that military press, that deadlift Falcon Arrow, I should say. So Kill Switch seeming very confident about themselves for this Sunday's Tag Team Cup. Of course, Chris Sullivan and Flashy are in different singles matches tonight, but wait a minute. Bloody Justice with the Spider Bomb, ladies and gentlemen. Looking to finish this off on his own. Can Gimmick at the same time? Yes, he can. Keeping this matchup alive. Gimmick able to counter Rise's scoop slam attempt with a DDT. Can Gimmick help out Shanaz? No, because he's going to let Shanaz get hit with another Spider Bomb. All the way up and back down again. At least Gimmick can make the save easily here because Rise is down, or can he? Will he get there in time? Did Shanaz just kick out at 1, or was that a rope break? I'm not sure. Oh, Bloody Justice looks a bit miffed, going over to knock out Jimmy Gimmick, but instead the numbers game catches up to him. Enzu lariat right to the back of the head, now into the corner. Shanaz looking to make the tag, but Bloody Justice denies. The Dog's having a really good time, and they're a big fan of Shindig Shebang and Blood and Stone. Blood and Stone. Yep, that's it. Bloody Justice and Rise. Counter that DDT nicely into a Russian leg sweep. Chili, please, Ralph. Simmer down. No need to bark. Rise is still down, by the way. Oh! The hook to the temple by Shenaz. Not going to go for the pin. Okay. Instead, going to put Justice right into the corner. I guess going to look to make sure the job is done with going viral. Nope. Once again, countered by Bloody Justice. Comes up from behind. Elbow to the side of the head. Shenaz says, get in that corner, you bitch. No, Justice just isn't having it. Now Rise back up onto the apron. Bloody Justice with an Irish whip into the corner. Tries to go for an overhand punch. Elbow to the side of the head. What a super kick by Andoni. Now back to the corner of Shindig Shebang. Gimmick's just waiting there like, come on, fam, make this tag already. Knife edge chop, gonna let up that chance of the 4th of July, and there's finally the tag. Irish, rather a snapmare. What the hell is this? Double rebounding. Body splash leg drop. Big vintage, fans. I don't know what the hell is this. Gimmick telling the fans to get it down with a vicious swing in her. Oh, mama. Bye, Bay. Bye, Ride or Die. Going for the legs now. Double boost to the chest, though. Gimmick not allowing Bloody Justice to take control. Only our second matchup of the evening. Still a lot to get to. Wait a minute. Gimmick makes the tag. They keep teasing us. I keep thinking, wait a minute. What is this? No. Scoop slam. Spreading the leg. Shenaz off the top with a surprise blowjob. The gonads. The nether region and another heel hook. Bloody Justice getting Molly, and then just going to go taunt right in the face of Rise. That is vintage. Real number one Bubba right there, my friends. I think I should go live at this time more often. Irish whip into the corner after taking some time to taunt. A tag to Jimmy Gimmick. They're not going for their finisher, though. They just keep trying to wear down. Like I said earlier in the match, though, double. Ooh, mama! This is my new favorite team. Move aside, ATL. I'm sorry, but holy shit. The chemistry is lit. And now a super kick. Justice, please respond. Holy shit, that's gotta be it. He's taking a hammering. Unless Rise can make the save, which he does. Shenaz gonna take out Rise, though. Plummeting to the outside, and now Justice all by himself. Yeah, this is the second match. Damien beat Hans von Braun in the opener, and then they shook hands. Oh my god, now another spider bomb. Where are these spider bombs coming from? This time to Gimmick. Can Shenaz make the set? Oh my god, a Blood and Stone win this. That would be such a comeback. Nope, just a 2 count. Gimmick surviving on its own. Seated position, neck crank. But yeah, Damien now 20-1 en route to facing Ryan Kent next Sunday at Dark Carnival in that #1 contenders match. Yeah, the 5 guys for Money in the Bank, I said, will be announced after this match. Johnny Sampson did give me the list. I have it right here. We're going to wait for this match to be done, though. Rise still down, still not on the apron. As Gimmick with a second swing out neck breaker. Oh, the velocity hits on those. Oh, into the pin, too. This could be it. 1, 2. Yo, Bloody Justice with that. Back that. Drop kick to the back of the head. The point is that Justice is not able to make any monumental reversals here to really help him out. And a tweet from Killswitch says, these guys got skills. I'm watching them. And wait a minute, super kick out of the corner like a spaghetti noodle. Bloody Justice falls to the canvas, completely limp into the pin. Do Shindig Shebang have it? Rises back on the apron, should be able to make that save, and he does. Shenaz just running in circles. And Tony keeps having to attack him. Throws him to the outside, getting rid of the garbage. Yeah, but Chris Sullivan should be focused on Josh Wolf later tonight, and Flashy should be getting ready for light heavyweight champion Matt Devious. Those are 2 big singles matches for them. Of course, it will be Chris Sullivan and JT Fury representing the Brass Ring Club this Sunday in the Cup. He wants to watch them twerk. Jimmy Gimmick trying to battle up to his feet. What a hellacious tag team match this has been. I don't know how Blood and Stone have managed to survive this long, but they have. Can't survive, though. If you want to win a match, you got to actually do something. You got to actually hit some moves. That's Justice looks to do right here with the Snake Eyes. Ooh, that combo. Now up onto the shoulders for a running power slam. Just gonna drill Gimmick through the mat. That was Killjoy Echo. Can't believe you remember him. And finally a tag to Rise, who certainly is the furthest thing from fresh, but at least he's had a while to rest a little bit. And immediately gonna look to take Gimmick down. Press power slam. He's got them traps, soul, you know. Into the pit as well, guys, and this could do it. Gimmick just took 2 big hits. Justice, oh, no! Has tried to make the save, but Bloody Justice like threw his body and like he sacrificed himself. Blood and Stone get the win. Holy shit, what a comeback. Shindig Shebang were dominating. But it is Blood and Stone who pick up the momentum en route to the Tag Team Cup this Sunday. Talk about an ass beating. I wouldn't be surprised if Bloody Justice and Rise were both injured after that. What an ending, though. Bloody Justice literally sacrificed himself to make sure Rise would get the pin. Threw himself in front of Shanaz. Yeah, now Alvius is happy. The question is, though, this Sunday, who will become the Tag Team Cup winners? Get that big old trophy, a nice bonus check, and of course, most of all, a shot at the Tag Team titles. This is a good boost of steam for Blood and Stone. Can they keep it up? Shindig Shebang looks to come. Man, I can't believe they lost. They were dominating. They beat the ATL via countout. I know Chris Andrews would say it's a legit way to win. But if they want to win the titles at the Tag Team Cup, they're going to have to beat them by pin or submission because ATL had that champion's advantage. But a great win for Blood and Stone. They weathered the storm and they came out on top. All right, guys, as we get ready for our next matchup of the evening here on Monday Night Fusion number 114, our third matchup of the day here. As I said, I am about to announce the 5 men who will be joining Jacob Ziegler in the Money in the Bank ladder match next Sunday at the 3rd annual Dark Carnival. Again, Ziegler simply poked the bear, if you will, at the wrong time. Samson exploding, not only booking him against Bison one-on-one next week, but also forcing him to defend his Money in the Bank briefcase in a Money in the Bank ladder match. The first time ever that a briefcase is actually being defended in a Money in the Bank ladder match. But nonetheless, here we go, guys. We know that Jacob Ziegler will actually be the first man. The next 5 will be Azrael, Perry Heaton, Matseo Hume, Harvey Hastings, and last but not least, Chris Diamond will round out the Money in the Bank ladder match next Sunday. So those are some huge names. And of course, in tonight's main event, guys, it's Falls Count Anywhere. Harvey Hastings looks to become a 3-time United States champion as he challenges Paul Devine. Will he have the title walking into Money in the Bank next Sunday? So Jacob Ziegler, Azrael, Perry Heaton, Matseo Hume, Harvey Hastings, and Chris Diamond gonna be the Money in the Bank ladder match next Sunday, guys. That is quite a lineup. I mean, I like Jacob Ziegler. Don't get me wrong. He's kind of a dick to me all the time, but even I don't think he deserves this. Wrong place, wrong time. He's paying for it. And now in order to make sure he keeps that contract that guarantees him a world title shot anytime, anywhere, he has to actually climb a ladder and yank down the briefcase. He actually has to do the work to win the case, which he never actually did in the first place. And here we go. Troy Myers makes his way to the ring. I haven't seen Troy Myers in a couple of weeks, but returning to action, looking to reignite an old rivalry here. Yeah, Harvey Hastings with a busy schedule. He's got Divine tonight. He's got the Cup this Sunday. Then Money in the Bank ladder match at Dark Carnival. Troy Myers, a former Anarchy and United States champion, really started off this season strong by actually defeating Hastings to win the U.S. title, but then he lost it at Requiem, and since then has been falling deeper and deeper into a hole. Can he turn it around tonight against Jay Davis, the Rebel who returned 2 weeks ago from an 8-week injury, knocking off Flashy in an impressive effort. Now looking to take out his former tag team partner and arch foe. And guys, I have been told that if Jay Davis is victorious here in this matchup, he will be the man named to challenge Matt Devious for the light heavyweight title at Dark Carnival next Sunday. Of course, before that 8-week break for injury, Jay Davis at Requiem lost the light heavyweight title in that fatal 4-way matchup. He never got his rematch. So Johnny Sampson has said that if Davis can win this matchup, keep up his winning ways, he will get that rematch at Dark Carnival against Devious for the championship. And of course, Devious himself in action later on tonight, taking on Flashy. So here we go, an ancient rivalry reignited. These two pretty much have been with each other since the start of their careers. Formed a tag team. The Rebels didn't last for very long, but then they went on to have a long and bloody rivalry that stretched across really the past 3 seasons. At different points, they've come back to one another, starting things off. Card double time. It's been a good amount of time since the last time they fought, so definitely both in different places in their careers, different superstars. Oh, I thought that Jay was locking in a master lock and that Troy then broke it, but instead transitioned into a German suplex. That was tasty. Benoit is always here in CMV. His ghost lurks around the ring at all times. You know, Troy Myers would love to get back to his winning ways here. Nice neck breaker now, bringing Jay Davis up to a vertical base. Irish whip. Rebounds off the ropes. Nice chest bump. Spinning back fist of the quickness of Troy Myers. Jawbreaker. Back and forth they go, tit for tat. They know each other so well. Another reversal, catching Davis with that gut wrench suplex. Nice by Troy Myers. Up next, guys, Schmitty going to be stacked up against the Ballers Club. A handicap matchup, the Torment by General Manager Dragon. Not done, though. Then snapping the leg to the side, doing some bad, big time damage to them legs. Maybe set up for a submission, go right back to it. That seems to be the play. Of course, Troy Myers, his finishing maneuver is that heel hook, so taking out the leg would certainly benefit okay. Troy Myers rolled out of the hole, but then Jay Davis kept it locked in. He was like, wait a minute, no, get back here. Oh, and I snapped. Oh, my God, the freaking viciousness at which Jay Davis is going for Troy Myers' legs here in this one. Oh, Myers pushing Jay Davis back, though. Not going to let it keep him down for long. And a sit-out jawbreaker. Davis plummeting like a sack of stone. And it's actually funny because when Jay Davis returned 2 weeks ago, I said he's definitely gotten big. He's getting a bit thick. So I was questioning whether or not he actually would qualify for the light heavyweight title. But apparently he was weighed earlier this week for Johnny Sampson to, consider him for the championship match. And he just barely makes the cut. Now to a vertical base and another simple neckbreaker. Troy Myers with a little bit of a throwback moveset here in this one. Jay Davis, to see the wily instinct of him to roll to the apron, use the ropes, get himself back up to a vertical base. Troy Myers just staring him down like a madman. Stiff punch to the jaw, sends him crashing down to the outside. A nice elbow right across the face. Referee Murphy begins his count. The pressure is on for Jay Davis, no doubt. Again, if he wins this matchup, he will get the light heavyweight title match against Devious next Sunday at Dark Carnival if he loses. But I don't know exactly who's going to be put into that situation, who's going to be given the shot. We'll have to wait to hear from Big Johnny. Look at this, though, on the outside. That concrete lies beneath those thin pads. Looking to crack open the coconut, man. Troy Myers going hard in the motherfucking paint right now. And at a count of 5, Myers now with a lifting reverse DDT. Guys, 7 is Troy Myers look to win by count. He's going to get this fight back in the ring. Ah, there we go. Just wanted to deal some big-time damage, I guess, using the ringside area. Now into the pin. Will that be enough? Very well could be. Nope, just... Now the head scissors raining down some sharp elbows. So sharp that Jay Davis has been busted wide open. Blood seeping from that gash on his forehead. And now Myers locking in the rings of Saturn. Myers just flipped the switch halfway through this matchup and is now dominating. Jay Davis is in big trouble, guys. He's trapped. Wait a minute. Yeah, there we go. Breaks the hold. Now an elbow. Out of the head. Going to set himself free. So are you ready for Harvey Hastings to become a 3-time United States champion, though? All he's got to do is put down Paul Devine, which he has done twice before. But the Asian sensation is riding a big wave of momentum. And, of course, looking to face Hayden for the world title next Sunday in the main event of Dark Carnival. Going to want to keep that championship around his waist, become a double champion. Poking the leg there. Troy Myers only gets a 1 count yet again. Now getting frustrated. You can really see how visibly angry he's becoming. Yeah, Flashy gets the victory over Matt Devious for the non-title match later on tonight. He certainly should be at least in the conversation for whom should challenge the championship next. But of course, that's if Jay Davis loses. We can't count him out, even though he's really in a rut. Because Myers is beating that ass like there ain't no tomorrow. Up onto the shoulders, Jay Davis taken for a cheeky little walk. And a snake eyes face first greeted with that top turnbuckle. Troy Myers using the count of 5 that Murphy gives him to choke out Jay Davis. Obviously, there's no remnant of the former friendship that was. Bad blood all around between these two. Now a head scissors once again. Troy Myers keeps going for that head scissors. This seems to be the only thing that Jay Davis can reverse in this match. Able to escape once again. Can he capitalize on it, though? No, what is he doing? He's just, I guess, using that reach advantage he has. Snapmare. And decides to taunt. All right, I guess. Hey, you're the one in the matchup, right? I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. Jay Davis ducking a clothesline. Oh, shoulder block. Rebounding again. Another shoulder block. Now telling Troy Myers, get the hell up to your feet, boy. Big time. Back suplex. Troy Myers getting rocked. As now Davis may be looking for the stumbling drunk maneuver that's brought him many a win. Troy Myers able to reverse it, though. Like I said, it knows Jay Davis too well. Chop with the throat, snapmare. Watch out, referee Murphy. Goes for a headbutt instead, an elbow straight to the face. That's going to stun Myers long enough for Davis to shoot in. Fireman's carry, overhead tip for tap. Back and forth they go. Reversal. Topher, I think it's 1999 up in here. Oh, I think he went for a chop. Wow, failed miserably there. Let's get that on fails of the week. Only a 1 count. No matter how much Troy Myers throws at Jay Davis, only 1 count is what he's getting into this matchup. 1. Oh, now Myers lining up his shot. Oh, there's the heel. Was able to duck it, saw it coming. Well scouted, going after that leg again. Going to snap it overhead. And now it is Davis, who's the lion in the bush. Looking to close it on the kill. Stumbling drunk. And Myers just sold as I've never seen anyone sell. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, mamma mia. Jay Davis a bit miffed, and rightfully so. I thought that was going to be it. He did too. But Troy Myers keeps himself alive. Jay Davis wants to make sure his foot stays pressed to the gas. Keep his seat in control. Taking a moment to breathe in and out, letting some momentum, if you will, get back into his corner. Putting some gas back in the tank. Now a gator roll. Jay Davis is a very, very underrated wrestler. But of course, more than anything, a very technical guy. Of course, trained by the one and only Hall of Famer Dave Turner, the technical prodigy. Irish whip to the corner, coming up from behind. Now Troy Myers was able to kick out of that stumbling drunk, but he has not done anything since. basically a rag doll right now, being bled out like a deer from the hunt. Both men busted open, and a DDT by Troy Myers. That was a nasty DDT. It's Ziggler versus Azrael, Heenan, Hume, Hastings, and Diamond is the Money in the Bank ladder match next Sunday. A couple of clotheslines and a snap power slam by Troy Myers. The fans on their feet. They're split down the middle here between these two. They know the history and what a match it has been. Myers, though, ooh, caught with a barrel roll. Gonna go for the pin off of that lateral press. Jay Davis hoping this will be enough, but it is not, only a 2 count. I would definitely say the matches have been good so far tonight. This one especially has been great. Which of them is going to be able to nab that win? Will Jay Davis get himself that light heavyweight title match? Or will Troy Myers thwart his efforts? Beautiful double bounce cross body. That is what I like to see. Now going for the chest with a couple of these elbows. Excuse me. And of course, still a lot to get to. Up next, Schmitty versus the Ballers Club and a 1v3 handicap match. We've got Chris Sullivan versus Josh Wolf. Flashy versus Matt Devious in the main event. United States title match. Hastings versus Divine. Stumbling Drunk. Version 1 by Davis. And now looking to put the final nail in the coffin. It's been one hell of a bout, but Davis has had enough. Looks to punch his ticket to Dark Carnival. Stumbling Drunk. Version 2. Hooks the leg. Uno, dos, tres. Topher, it was a trace. And now it is confirmed. Jay Davis looks to reclaim the light heavyweight title next Sunday at Dark Carnival and challenging Matt Devious. Devious, who we still have to come later on tonight. In his first matchup as champion, of course, he won the belt back at Sacrifice. The versatile knees of Jay Davis doing the deed here in this one as he knocks off Troy Myers. Check through the dark, this rebel heart, this rebel heart. Bloodied, bruised, and all. Get the highlights of this hard-hitting personal matchup. Topher, sing it with me. Part. It was like the most highlights we've ever had for a match. We're really getting a highlight of a pin. But not of the finish, of course, but of a pin. Jay Davis, look at that face, the face of a warrior, and perhaps the face of our next light heavyweight champion. We find out next Sunday at Dark Carnival. New and improved is the Rebel, I'd say. Where's Chase Henderson? Oh, he's so small. All right, guys. Up next here on Fusion number 114, the torment for Schmitty continues. Of course, we know that next Sunday at Dark Carnival, he is poised for not one but two matches. In the first, he takes on Travis King in a no-holds-barred match. And in the second, if he survives that, he battles Bison in a lethal lockup match, which, of course, is a new match concept to CMV. There's only been one so far. It was on a match a couple of months ago. It's a steel cage matchup, no escapes, no pinfalls, no submission. The only way to win is by knockout, guys. Of course, on the road to Dark Carnival, Johnny Sampson last week saying, I'm going to put in the most diabolical situations I can imagine week in and week out until he is begging me, pleading for mercy. But Schmitty says, I don't care what you throw at me, Sampson. I'm here for my boy. I'm here for my son. I'm here for Laura. I'm here for Laura, I should say. I'm here to support my unborn child. I don't care what you do to me. And so far, Schmitty has survived the tests. He beat Bison in Hell in a Cell at Sacrifice. He beat Travis King in a no-holds-barred match. Last week, he did lose via countout to Bison and Travis King in that handicap match. And now, Sampson stepping it up. 1v3 against the Ballers Club. And again, I'm really split down the middle on this whole thing, because who is the bad guy? After what Schmitty did last season, all the mayhem he caused, all the lives he ruined, the careers he ruined, it's like Schmitty deserves this. This is, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say punishment, obviously, but that's another word. This is all catching up to him. But, like, Schmitty now is just a father. You know, his career was in ruins, his marriage in ruins, but now he's back, and all he wants to do is be there for his son. And Sampson is just not making it easy for him. Johnny lied to Laura. He said, one matchup. I'm going to put Schmitty against Bison in Hell in a Cell. That'll be my revenge. But obviously, since then, a weekend, day after day, every show, it's just getting worse for the Game Changer. As now he's stacked up 1v3 against the Ballers Club. Of course, Chris Diamond in the middle. 5 challengers for Jacob Ziegler's Money in the Bank briefcase next Sunday at Dark Carnival. And this Sunday in the Tag Team Cup, he and Rob Cross, the man on the right, will be involved in the Tag Team Cup. Chase Henderson to the left. Yeah, perhaps Karma. I don't think it was Karma I was looking for. Something else. It's like repentness or something like that. I don't know. Some religious shit that I can't remember. But Karma's a good one. Karma catching up to him. All 3 of these guys decked out in the flashiest of wares. They've been going back and forth with the Brass Ring Club lately, and actually a tweet here from Flashy says, I'm for Schmitty on this one. We already shitty Ballers Club. Yeah, that's what I meant. He's getting his song. And of course, still to come after this, Chris Sullivan of the Brass Ring Club in action. So we'll be taking on then in our co-main event, She and light heavyweight champion Matt Devious going at it, and our minute United States title on the line. Harvey Hastings looking to make history as he challenges Paul Devine. What a reversal there by Chase Henderson. As Schmitty was looking for I don't even know, a electric chair powerbomb or something. Wrestling takedown by Chase Henderson, the submission expert of the Ballers Club. Gotta watch out for that brutal armbar of his. Rebounding off the ropes for the shin right to the side of the head. That wasn't pretty. And you just, in a way, you gotta, like, the old Schmitty wouldn't even have showed up to this match. He would have said no showed, but this Schmitty, even though his odds are severely stacked against him, he still showed a peak here. And he's still going to give it his all. Look at that. He beat Bison inside Hell in a Cell. He beat Travis King in a no-holds-barred match, and he was beating the hell out of him in that handicap match last week, might I add, before Bison threw him to the outside and they won by countout. And look at this right now. Hell out of Chase Henderson as the dog's going crazy again. They agree with me. They are actually big Schmitty fans. Perched up high, though, the former Oh, world champion goes for an elbow drop, but unfortunately did not pay off for him. Henderson going to capitalize off of that. All right, guys, relax. Jeez Louise. Into the corner now. Chance with a tag to the WGW light heavyweight champion, Rob Cross. And what do we got here? Oh, no, right to the back of the knee. Man, that could just tear ligaments. That could rip through muscle, shatter your kneecap. And, of course, Schmitty's finishing maneuver, old school Schmitty, is that leg drop bulldog. You take away his legs, he's not going to be able to hit that. Now Rob Cross with a brain bust after stalling for a little bit, letting the blood rush to the head. And a tweet here, guys, from Josh Wolf says, Samson is a hypocrite, but Schmitty is known for being a manipulative scumbag. I don't trust either. Yeah, like we touched on earlier, Josh Wolf told Johnny Sampson, hey, if you want Schmitty dealt with, put me in there against him. But Josh Wolf also said he doesn't trust Johnny Sampson. That's smart thinking there by the inaugural Rising Star champ. Of course, Josh Wilson's coming to roll, beating Zach Smith, then knocking off Travis King at Sacrifice. And up next, looks to take out 1/3 of the Brass Ring Club and Chris Sullivan. Going for, oh! Ref! Murphy! That was a clear disqualification. That was the most blatant low blow in life. You know, I bet Murphy is under instruction to not call a disqualification here, to let the Brass Ring Club do whatever they want. I bet you. I'm being a bit of a conspiracy theorist right now, but I bet. And now Cross, because of that low blow, that last ride sit-out powerbomb of his executed, Schmitty could be done for. No, the former European two-time United States champion survives. But that nether region got to be hurt for certain right now. Tag to Chris Diamond. The baller making his way into the ring. Oh, rolling. Fireman's carry sent on, then a double boot stomp by the former Rising Star champion into the pin. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, though. Diamond looking for that momentum, not only for the Tag Team Cup this Sunday, but also for Money in the Bank next Sunday at Dark Carnival. You know, for... Oh, wait a minute. Schmitty, sleeper hold. Can he get him down to the canvas? If he does, it might be timeout. Might be game over, rather. Yeah, Chris, I'm going to call a timeout, but look at that. Wait, into the pin. Wow, what a predicament that Diamond just got Schmitty in, but Schmitty able to kick out, luckily. I've never seen something like that before. Can you imagine if he got the win there? And Schmitty, old school Schmitty, welcome to the game, Chris Diamond. Thanks for playing. Against the odds, Schmitty bites the bullet, hooks the leg, looking for the big upset, but just a 2 count. And a tweet here, guys, from Killswitch says Schmitty has 3 new friends. All agreed he's a changed man and deserves a chance. So Chris Sullivan, along with JT Fury and Flashy, apparently throwing their support in the corner of Schmitty, saying that he's got them if he needs them. Flashy tweeting here saying, well, retweeting Killswitch. Sullivan, of course, now pinned by Chris Diamond after Schmitty mounted that comeback. Didn't last very long, though. A headbutt attempt, but instead an elbow straight to the face. And another old school Schmitty. Out of nowhere, Chris Diamond's coming in to get his ass whooped. The game changer into the pin. You imagine how much this will infuriate Johnny Sampson. But Rob Cross makes the save. Now the numbers game catching up to the greatest professional wrestler on the planet today. Front headlock. The baller going after the leg. It seems to be the focal point for all of the Ballers Club in this matchup as they go after the legs. And like I said, with good reason. Schmitty's deadliest weapon is old school Schmitty. He's already hit twice on Diamond. I'm sure he hasn't won it a 3rd time. Out of the cable clutch position, hammering away. Now bringing Schmitty to a vertical base and the break your neck foundation. Chris Thomas says, let me end this match real quick. This would be probably the biggest win of Diamond's career if he could pin a former world champion. 1, 2. Oh, he nearly does, but not quite enough. And now Diamond, a bit worn out, going to tag back in Rob Cross here, the WGW Light Heavyweight Champion. Springboard crossbody immediately hit to perfection. Pinfall attempt. Could be enough to do it. Just a 2 count once again, though. Dropkick attempted. Schmitty moves out of the way just to take a time. Oh, and an elbow stamp. Schmitty, since he returned, has been using a lot of elbows, and specifically elbow stamps, a lot of variations. Now a sit-out gourd buster. Love me a good gourd buster. You know, Johnny Sampson obviously putting his name in the hat of the Ballers Club here, if you will. Hoping that they can finally be the ones to either pin or submit, actually defeat Schmitty, because Bison and Travis King did win last week, but by countout. I'm sure Sampson wasn't happy about that. That match was designed to torment Schmitty. That's what all these matches are designed to do. Make Schmitty pay. But it seems like in Johnny Sampson's quest for revenge, this vendetta, Schmitty's actually gaining the support not only of the CMV Universe, but also the Superstars backstage. We just had the Brass Ring Club say that if Schmitty ever needs him, all he has to do is call on him. And look at this right here. All-time sit-out last ride powerbomb by Cross. Just a 2 count to power through to withstand the act. That can't go on forever. He's actually got to find a way, if there is one, to get the victory. Irish Whipper to the corner, able to deflect. Attempt, sharp elbow. Going to put him on spaghetti legs. Cross shoots in, back to the corner of the Ballers Club. Tries for the tag once more, instead gets a bit of the face. Coming up from high out of the waistlock. Stomps to the quad, though, once again. That leg getting hammered. Beef. Rob Cross just can't get that tag to save his life. Attempt after attempt after attempt. Getting pissed now. A little bit agitated is Cross. Oh, a little twisting scoop slam. Chris Diamond on the apron. Looks like he's had it taken out of him. After those 2 old school Schmitties, he's not feeling hot. Look at that punch hook in the face. Rob Cross like, let me fucking make the tag, you bitch. But Schmitty's like, nah, fam. Take this. Bam. Busts him open, too. Into the pin. Holy shit, can Schmitty steal it? 1, 2. No, the numbers game. Diamond makes the save. While Schmitty has nobody to watch. Gonna stay on top of things, though. Is the game changer going for the jumping cutter? Rob Cross has none of it. European uppercut. Murphy into the corner. Schmitty looking for something nasty. Rob Cross sees it coming. Now back to the Ballers Club. Can he finally make that tag? Yes, he does. Here comes Chase Henderson. Oh, and a neck breaker. Assisted neck breaker. Chase Henderson, probably the most fresh of the Ballers Club. Man, even if Schmitty takes the loss here, what a showing. He has been beating the ass of the Ballers Club. Yeah, Rob Cross got to get out of the ring, by the way. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, that setup for the, what was that, a cartwheel lariat? Never seen something like that before. Very impressive. And the teamwork on display. As now Chase Henderson looks for a fisherman's neck breaker, I do believe. Bam, drilling him. Neck first into the mat to the pin as well. 1. Yeah, 2 count. What's it going to take for the Ballers Club to get down? Schmitty in this match. Not too sure what Chase Henderson is looking down at Schmitty, almost with on his face, or perhaps pity. Schmitty face first on the mat. Looks like he's out cold in La La Land. Now beginning to stir. Chase Henderson just allowing him to crawl over to the ropes, which he's obviously going to try to use to get to his feet. No, now on one knee. What the hell is Henderson doing, guys? Now Henderson closes in, but wasted so much time there. Elbow stamp thrown overhead with the fireman's carry. Now to a vertical base. What the hell is Chase's oh, pile driver. Oh, look at the way that Schmitty landed too. And no selling. How do you just no-sell a pile driver? I guess I'll have to ask Schmitty after the match. Stomp down onto the bicep. Now Schmitty circling Chase Henderson almost as if he's a shark in the water. He smells the blood. reverses. Huh? Now in a seated position. Gosh, Schmitty looking to grab Chase Henderson by the head and stick it a punch to the gut. Oh! Henderson! Out of the electric chair. KO! Forearm smash right to the base of the skull. And that's gotta do it, guys. Come on. Enough is enough already. 1, 2. Are you kidding me? I'm at a loss for words right now. How does Schmitty keep kicking out? How is he alive right now? What is this? I've never seen Schmitty like this before. The weasel, the conniving little bastard that he was last season, the cheater, the dirty heel, just everything bad about a person you can imagine. Now Schmitty's completely just a different guy. Pinpoint knee drop. The heart of the game changer being shown bright in this matchup. Chase Henderson getting just a can of ass whooping opened up. I don't know, another sit-out gourd buster right there. The former European, United States, and World Champion taking just a moment to breathe before he looks to close in on the kill. As if Chase Henderson is the gazelle and he the tiger. Old school Schmitty. All three members of the Ballers Club, he's hit that on now. Will Chase Henderson be down for the count? Here comes Chris Diamond to make the save. And Schmitty's had enough. Grabbing Diamond from behind us, he was looking to make it back to the apron, digging the knees into the spine, then dropping him with a reverse DDT. Schmitty is pissed. He's livid. Look at this taking on all. Meanwhile, Rob Cross just like, yeah, I'm over here. I'm good, fam. Schmitty dropping down to one knee, guys, completely out of it. Running on fumes, and he's still fighting Chris Diamond. Chase Henderson is the legal superstar, let's remember. Locking in that rear naked choke of his, immediately lets it go, though. Where the hell is Schmitty going now? To the apron. What the fuck is Schmitty doing? Schmitty's not a high flyer. Yeah, here comes Chase Henderson from the blind side. Saving Diamond. What the fuck is happening here? Chris Diamond should have been disqualified, by the way. just now the count of one. Okay. Chase Henderson waiting for Schmitty to get back into the ring. To wake up Schmitty unloading. Looks like Chris Diamond or rather Rob Cross shouted something about Schmitty's unborn child. You'll be a terrible father, he said. That's going to light a fire up under Schmitty's ass again to the electric chair. Looking for the powerbomb, but Henderson has that well-scouted Hurricane Rana to reverse. Chase Henderson feeling good about himself. Shoulder block. Another shoulder block. Goes for a third shoulder block, but instead thrown out onto the apron. Oh, watch out, Chris Diamond. To the top rope. Schmitty not aware that Chase Henderson is to the... Oh! Air with that double axe handle. To the corner. Oh, no. We've seen Chase Henderson do this before, guys. If he gets this off, this sharp, just nasty looking enziguri. Oh! Schmitty reverses it. In all my years, I have never seen somebody quite like Schmitty. Hot tag attempted. Schmitty not allowing for it. Kick to the midsection and a DDT. Quaking the entire ring again. The hot tags. Schmitty says, Now trapped between the legs. Face buster. Busted wide open. I think because I think Rob Cross is busted open also. Oh, no. Guys, what is this? Oh my God! Jesus Christ! He just threw Schmitty right onto the ropes with that powerbomb. Could have broken Schmitty's back into a million little pieces. And now looks to finally bring it to an end. KO! Schmitty has done more than any normal man possibly could in this match, but there's no way he's kicking out of this. He can't. 1, 2, 3. The Ballers Club are victorious. Schmitty, man, he fought tooth and nail. But when it all came to a head, the numbers game was too much to withstand. The Ballers Club get the win. Schmitty actually pinned, and Sampson's got to be smiling bright right now. And now Schmitty has to look to Dark Carnival next Sunday, where he's pitted against Travis King and Bison, and back-to-back matches, no holds barred, lethal lockup. Even this won't be enough to satiate what's the word I'm looking for? His appetite simply cannot satiate it, if you will. I don't know look at two of them are busted open. All three of them got their asses kicked. They got some old school Schmitty. If that doesn't tell you that Schmitty is one hell of a fighter, I don't know what will. But the Ballers Club do stand victorious. Some momentum for them heading into the Tag Team Cup this Sunday, and for Diamond getting ready for Money in the Bank at Dark Carnival. Did you just get here, Diamond? Just in time to see the victory motion? All right, my friends, tertiary main event time here for Fusion number 114, as Chris Sullivan of the Brass Ring Club going to take on Josh Wolf. So to come in our co-main event, Flashy of the Opportunity, and taking on light heavyweight champion Matt Devious in a non-title matchup. Our main event, the United States title will be decided as Harvey Hastings challenges Paul Devine. Right now, in preparation for this Sunday's Tag Team Cup, where he and JT Fury will be one of the 8 teams competing, Sullivan looks to nab himself a win over Wolf. As I talked about earlier, Wolf been on a roll since joining Fusion, most recently coming off the victory over Travis King at Sacrifice. Earlier tonight, Wolf and Johnny Sampson got into it. Wolf said, if you truly want Schmitty to be dealt with once and for all, send him me and Fenrir, and it'll be game over. But tonight, Wolf got to be focused on Sullivan. The rookie not to be underestimated, got himself some impressive wins. He also got a victory at Sacrifice over his former tag partner, and Kevin Silva, who he no longer has to deal with. Kevin Silva been drafted to Genesis, of course, a little trade brokered between Sampson and LaFave. So it'll be Kendall Wolf, Kevin Silva, and Zach Smith have been traded to Genesis, while Fusion will be getting Pierre Thompson, Alistair Knox, and Sean Kent. I'm being told that all of them will debut on Thompson, Knox, and Kent. We're going to have both Kents on one show, by the way. That should be interesting. That's never happened before. They've always been on a different brand. But here he comes, the inaugural and 2-time Rising Star champion, a man that I once was proud to call a friend and at one point was a big fan of, but that was a different Josh Wolf. adding the many losses he took towards the end of last season with the whole trauma he went through between Tim LaFave and his father, and then click. Josh Wolf has snapped and become something else. Says that he is now the vessel for Fenrir. Hardly even human. But perhaps that's good for Josh Wolf, because the kid has been unstoppable since coming to the flagship show. All right, here we go. Chris Sullivan with a big opportunity for himself to be the biggest win of his career to date, no doubt. Josh Wolf looking to bury a little bit of young talent as referee Murphy rings that bell. They collide middle of the ring, and Sullivan going to take the advantage right away with a nice arm wrench, Russian leg sweep. Again, our main event to come, guys. Falls count anywhere it will be. Harvey Hastings and Paul Devine for the United States Championship. Nice monkey flick there by Sullivan to follow through. Harvey has the opportunity to make history and become the first ever three-time United States champion. And their previous showdowns, Harvey Hastings always had Devine's number, but Paul is riding a big wave of momentum en route to challenge Hayden for the undisputed title at Dark Carnival. Sullivan currently all over Josh Wolf, bringing him up to a knee. Now a DDT to follow through. Wolf says no thanks. Knee to the gut, going to suck the air right up out of him. Now across the arm, straight jacket. Beautiful reversal, though, by Chris Sullivan into a military press, into a Northern Light suplex. That would have been even a better reversal. Put him into a military press. Standing moonsault, Chris Sullivan from time to time. He's like, I akin him to a Tim LaFave. Chris Sullivan has a very old school style moveset, where from time to time he'll surprise you when he takes to the air. You got to see moonsaults, springboard action. An interesting combination. Now up to the second turnbuckle. Speaking of, and Sullivan beckons for Josh Wolf to rise up to his seat. What's he going to try for here? A little bit of distance between them. Ooh, Hurricane Rana. There you go. Putting Josh Wolf on his ass. Joshy boy looks to use the ropes, get back up to his feet. Ooh, that knee might be damaged. That's not good early on. They're going to send it right back to him. Immediately, Sullivan looks to reclaim his footing. Monkey flip again. Monkey flips everywhere. Double boots, basement drop kick by Chris Sullivan to defeat the inaugural and two-time Rising Star champion. Would be huge for Chris Sullivan here. Like I said, probably the biggest win of his career to date. Another moonsault into the pin. Of course, guys, this Thursday on Reality Wrestling, we're going to find out who the next challenger for the Rising Star title will be. New champion, RGP, crowned this past Sunday at SiberSlam. Going to be an 8-man pin submission battle royale, which Flashy, actually, of the Brash Ring Club will be a part of, and Kevin Silva, Chris Sullivan's former tag team partner, along with 6 others. But Josh Wolf with a single underhook DDT. Oh, and Sullivan favoring that neck. Man, the neck probably the worst injury you can occur. I can't imagine a worse one in wrestling. You hurt that neck, that's a career ender. Josh Wolf, though, giving no fucks. DDT. Sullivan looking up at the lights. He's in La La Land right now in another dimension. Wolf knows it, perhaps looking to reel him in and finish him off. That modified single knee gutbuster. It started off, now it is all Wolf. The jaws of Fenrir closing in on Chris. Sully boy, though, continues to fight, but for how long? Josh going to take him for a little bit of a walk up against the ropes. What the hell is he concocting here? Nothing pretty, I can tell you that much. The hell is Josh doing? Just going to throw him to the apron and then stare at him. Great game plan. The one that we're probably going to... Oh, wait a minute. No. Josh DDT on the apron. Oh, all the hardest parts of the ring, just metal and plastic on that apron. Sullivan just got drilled head first down onto it. He is out, guys. Wolf into the pin. That should do it. If Sullivan kicks out, I'll be genuinely surprised. 1, 2. Wow, okay. That speaks to the resiliency of Sullivan. And Wolf can't believe it. I don't blame him. Josh, though, looking to keep his foot to the gas. Flying through DDT. The DDT's coming out of Josh Wolf here. The DDT freak. Stomp to the back of the head, even though Chris Sullivan somehow kicked out. He has been unresponsive since. There we go, though, just as I say. European uppercut. Sullivan heard me over here. He's like, what, Dashin? I'm still all right. Half and half suplex. Chris Sullivan with his arm, letting the fans and his boys backstage watching Fury. And oh, Flash, you know that he's all right. Flashy, of course, in action up next. Taking on Matt Devious, that leg hook. Or leg lariat, whatever you want to call it. Certainly caught Josh Wolf for a loop, but now Sullivan, what is this? Oh! Little pendulum face buster. Now Sullivan could be closing in on a huge upset. Gonna go for that final cut. Wolf stalls it, though, into a vertical suplex. And now Wolf's had just about enough. Lining up the shot. No, Sullivan takes it right back. Don't be stealing my shit. Overhand punch and a Hurricane Rana just hit Murphy. Murphy chilling. Can't make the pin. GG. Now he can. One. Just a one count. You come here often? Wolf with his eyes glazed over. Does not look too hot right now. Half Nelson single knee backbreaker. Sully doing all that he can to assure victory here tonight. That neck crank being worked. Again, like I touched on earlier in the matchup, a neck injury is nothing to play around with. Slowly but surely, a methodical pace that Sullivan's got instituted now. Stiff kick to the chest, Wolf to his feet. Blocks a punch, though, right to that chrome dome. Wrong time to taunt, however. Roll through. That'll be a rope break, though. Lucky for Josh. Could have screwed himself over. Oh, super kick right to the back of the head. Mamma mia, don't take your eyes off of Josh Wolf. Now a spinning soul kick. Irish whip rebounds to Sullivan right into a single boot to the chest. And again, Wolf going hard in the paint right now. Catches Sully in a rotation neck breaker. Spaghetti legs. And Josh Wolf for like the 8th time in this matchup with a DDT that this time busts Sullivan wide open. Blood spurting out of the gash on his forehead, and Wolf wasting no time. He ain't beating around the bush. Wow, Sullivan's bleeding bad, guys. He's donning that proverbial crimson mask. Not even a little cut. That is a wound. I'm sure that Wolf, the jaws of Fenrir. Don't see that too often from Wolf. 1, 2. What? What? Is this a joke? Chris Sullivan, what has gotten into him? I guess he knows how big of a match this is for his career. What a win would mean. Absolute all. I am impressed with Chris Sullivan tonight. Modified back suplex. I don't even know how he's able to see right now. His vision's got to be obscured. Look at his goddamn face. Now just unloading on Josh Wolf is the rookie stomp to the back of the head, put into a seated position, back to the neck crank. That seems to be what's working for Sullivan in this matchup. Tosses him down to the canvas. Now by the sides of his head, looking deep into his eyes. Going for that leg lariat again, but Josh simply denies it. Now a hook the leg. 1, 2, just a 2 count. Wolf getting desperate with his pins here. Doesn't want to see his winning streak thwarted just when he's really starting to get going. Ooh, nice headbutt. Josh not afraid to use his own noggin as a weapon. Oh my God, what is this? 9th time in this matchup, DDT. Look at Chris's face. Josh, please. 1, 2, 3. It's finally enough that the onslaught ends. And Wolf is victorious. I think Brass Ring Club declaring themselves as allies for Schmitty might have peeved off Wolf a little bit. He tore Sullivan apart. Props to Sully, though. What a performance. What a showing. Definitely proving he can hang. But he does take the L. We'll see if Flashy can bring it back for the Brass Ring Club up next in our co-main event. This new Josh Wolf, I might not like him, but you cannot deny that he has been fucking shit up. Sorry about that. I was getting myself a quick drink of tweet from Josh Wolf said simply, "You did well, kid." So showing a little bit of respect. Wolf towards Chris Silva as for action as he has a huge opportunity to knock off light heavyweight champion Matt Devious in this non-title confrontation. We do know now that at Dark Carnival next Sunday, the 4th of March, Jay Davis will be Devious's first challenger and his first defense after the Rebel knocked off Troy Myers earlier in the night. But Flashy with the win here could certainly put his name in the hat for a future championship opportunity. Of course, this Thursday on Reality Wrestling, he's involved in a number 1 contenders match for the Rising Star title as well. While his boys, Chris Sullivan and JT Fury, will be taking a flight over to Tokyo, Japan for the 3rd annual CMV Tag Team Cup. Flashy. Last time we saw him in singles action, did suffer defeat at the hands of Jay Davis. And now with Chris Sullivan just taking a loss in that, and then in the previous matchup, not a whole lot of momentum behind the Brass Ring Club heading into the Cup or for Flashy in this one. We know that the start of this season was very tough for Flashy, going on a very long losing streak, but now it's starting to get a little ping pong. He's getting some wins, he's getting some losses, but truly, he has to start to string together some W's. He can start in a big way here tonight by knocking off Matt Devious. Devious, this is the first time we're going to see him as light heavyweight champion since he won the belt back at Sacrifice in that triple threat first to 2 falls match. Also a former Money in the Bank holder. Nobody play around. Deadly submission expert. Flashy does not want to play around with him here. And here he comes, the devious one, the dastardly Matt Devious with the CMB Light Heavyweight Championship snug over his shoulder. And I'm sure that Devious would have loved to be a part of that Money in the Bank ladder match next Sunday at Dark Carnival. Of course, remember, he won the Money in the Bank ladder match at Ascendance, but then the case was stolen from him by Ziggler, but unfortunately he has an obligation as light heavyweight champion to defend that belt. And certainly a big challenger in Jay Davis coming his way, but he should not overlook Flashy here in this one. As we get set for our co-main event, so to come in our main event, guys, United States title on the line, falls count anywhere it will be, as hard to make history against the Asian sensation Paul Devine, but right now, Flash on, Murphy rings the bell. Middle of the ring, they meet up, and Devious immediately trips Flashy and unloading with some right hands. Looks like Flashy's able to protect mostly, and Devious not taking Flashy serious at all, laughing at him as if, what kind of challenge is this? And a tweet here from Chris Sullivan, guy says, no stitches, just a little bit of tape and a headache. Something tells me he probably should get stitches after that cut he had. I don't know if tape's going to do it. Sullivan, one tough SOB, though, as now Devious in the second turnbuckle, blowing a kiss out to his admirers in the universe. Oh, what a was it? I don't know if that was a tomahawk chop or a lariat. Light heavyweight champion already Flashy, already all over Flashy, I should say, on the get-go. Look at Flashy unload, though. He's pissed. He is not loving it. Ooh. What? Oh, cutthroat slam! And Flashy just very, very well-rounded. Quite honestly, is spectacular in all areas. He can wrestle with you. He's a very technical superstar. Will throw hands if he has to. And loves to fly through the air also. Taking risks, the name of the game. We'll caution the winner here in this matchup a couple of times. Catchphrase right there, though. Gonna make sure he stays down for the time being. And then a senton. Looks like he only got his... More like a double leg drop or something there by the champion. The dastardly one now. The antagonist with an Irish whip. Flashy rebounds. Nice chest bump. Kick to the midsection. Now Flashy over the shoulders. Fireman's carry set up. A little bit of a cheeky twirl into a TKO. Oh, that looks so devious. Clasping his chest, guys. Flashy might have just collapsed alone for all we know. Devious finding it hard to breathe, but fighting through the pain. Digs a knee into the chest now. Over the Flashy one. Stomp down onto the bicep now. Brought up face to face. They stand. Into the... And then a power slam to the center of the ring. Devious, he might look like a smaller competitor. He's very thin, very lean. But he just showed out some power in him, too. What a spine buster by Flashy. Shaking the entire ring. Nearly knocked over my Mountain Dew over here ringside. Double Y. Digging his boot into the thing over, too. That's disrespect. Insult to injury. By Flashy now goes up to the second turnbuckle. Like I said, I told you we're going to see him fly high. Phoenix Splash. And the Phoenix Splash, certainly one of the most beautiful looking moves in the sport of wrestling. Look at Genius. Just took a real quick breather, like a second breather on the outside, rolled right back in, and now a flatliner. But Flashy, he knows the game too. Rolls to the outside himself. Knows that Devious can't pin or submit him out there. Right runs. Now an Irish whip into the corner. Flashy slowly but surely approaching. Up to the top rope. Not a place the light heavyweight champion wants to be, but a place that Flashy certainly wants him. Both legs tucked out to one side. What the hell is Flashy doing here? Pendulum backbreaker on the top turnbuckle. Mamma mia. I do not envy Devious. That looked like it hurt. Just a one count, though. Apparently it didn't hurt too much for the light heavyweight champion. Flashy closes in, gets an elbow straight to the face for his troubles. Now Devious with a Luthes press, just unloading right hands, and all of those got through. That was a good 7-8 punches that just cracked Flashy on the jaw. And once more, Devious laughing at Flashy. Sorry for the coughing. Something's in my throat right now. Hung up to dry on that top rope. This matchup is quickly turning into the favor of Devious. Chop to the throat. Double boots, though. By double why. Looking to go up to that top rope, perhaps. Yes, indeed, he does. Perfect position. Oh, not really perfect position. Elbow drop. Woo. I don't think I've ever seen a better elbow drop before. The precision on that, the height he got at, the angle. Now Flashy showing off his strength with a deadlift gut wrench suplex. Stomp onto the forearm. Gonna do it again. It worked the first time. Why not? Flashy completely turning the tides. We talked about how dangerous Devious can be with his submissions, but certainly has a lot of his signature maneuvers can just come out of nowhere. The flash in the pan, the 8-second ride especially. Working on that neck crank. Flashy finally lets go after the damage is dealt, and a third time with a gut wrench suplex. Jeez Louise, manhandling the antagonist right now is quite frankly the only way I can put what's happening in the ring here on Fusion number 114, but Devious back up 2C can never count him out of the fight. Arman's gonna go for a pin off of that? What the hell is he doing? Now just dragging Flashy away from the ropes, camel clutch position as it looks to unload some more right hands. Looking to bust Flashy wide open. Send him back to Chris Sullivan. Get some of that tape. Lateral press down by the light heavyweight champion. Only a 1 count though. Devious now rebounding off the ropes. A nice little senton once again. Didn't look like he got all of it. Stomp on the lower spine. Certainly been a very back and forth matchup so far. Who's going to get that upper hand? Flashy with the knee strike to the chest. Doesn't go for the pin though. He's finished matches off with that before. I guess he knows that Matt Devious is going to be a little bit tougher to put down for the Uno Dos Tres. Looks like a woo! Reverse STO out of the suplex position. Oh, now as Devious backs into the corner. This is vintage Devious right here, pulling the trigger and digging the knee into the temple of Flashy. And now the end may be nigh. Flashy knows it. Shaking the cobwebs as quickly as he can. TKO. No Flashy twirl this time. Right down to business. And Double Quad gonna go for, he's gonna try for a pin. No, what's he doing here? Tries for a belly to belly, but tripped up by Devious. And now the light heavyweight champion on the prowl. Oh, Flashy reverses. I'm sure Devious was going to try for dastardly deeds there. That brutal crossface chicken wing of his. Flashy obviously did his, whoa. Devious with that sell, though. Dodges the stop. Check to the gut now. What the hell is Devious doing here? What is he cooking up? Power bomb, turning himself about. What the hell? Hey, guys. Night Flashy. First reversal, not really capitalizing out there. Look at the foot wash. Now with a head full of steam, rebounding. Right across the head. Lateral press, Devious plopping right down into the pin, but only a 2 count. Man, tonight's Fusion producing some great matches. And this co-main event certainly is not the exception, and still one hell of a main event to come as well that I'm sure can steal the show. Hastings and Divine. Falls count anywhere for the U.S. title, but Flashy, guys, Flashy! Woo! Maybe looking for that 8-second ride. Devious having none of it. Alley-oop, watch out, Murphy. Now the light heavyweight champion having about enough. Oh, we see this before, the slit of the throat, and then down onto the knee. Oh, man, that is just looking at that move makes me cringe. Putting so much damage onto that neck and the upper back to the pin. But only a 2 count. Devious turning to the official saying, you gotta be kidding me, hands on his head and all. But now for the second time, can Flashy clutch once more and keep this match going? Or does Devious have it in the bag? If he brings him down, it's all but over. Devious Deeds locked in. Devious Deeds in the center of the ring. No hope for a rope break. Will Flashy be forced to submit? Will he tap, or can he find a way to escape? Whoa! Flashy refusing to ties. Matt Devious not having enough left in the tank to continue to lock it in. The heart of Flashy here. I'll tell you what, he is not going to survive a second trip to that hold, though. And he knows it all too well. Nice reversal by Devious, and there we go. Flashy busted open. Spiked with that bulldog. And I think Devious definitely underestimated Flashy. Been laughing at him all match long. A couple of forearm smashes. Now out of the corner. Another forearm smash into another bulldog. It is not looking good for Double Y right now, my friends. Devious for a second time. Cutthroat. Bam! Onto the knee. Not even going for the pin either. And that downfall, Flashy with the jawbreaker. Flashy goes for the Kinshasa. But Devious able to sidestep and goes for the flash of the pin. But Devious able to deflect it. Now Devious shoots in. Looking for dastardly deeds again. But Flashy a little bit too quick. Oh, lumbar check. Double knees to lower spine. What a match. We just saw how dangerous Flashy could be with his versatile offense. What the fuck is he doing here? Flashy rolling through. Air raid siren set up. And a neck breaker. That looked stiff. Flashy knows that the clock is ticking for him. Both of these men on wobbly legs. Both men tired. Another TKO, the third in this match by Flashy. And that just sucks the energy right up out of him. Dropping down to one knee, huffing and puffing. Shoulders slumped. Both guys sweaty, Flashy, bloody. Oh no, Flashy, what are you doing? What are you doing, Flashy? Behind you, taking your eye off the ball. Devious back to his feet. Flashy got surprised. What the hell is he doing? Tried for a crossbody, failed horribly. Tries for it again. Don't think you're gonna get it, Flashy, but keep trying. Oh, then Devious counters. Oh no. Once more with the vertical reverse STO. This has been a 5-star collision, and it may be about to come to an end. Flashy survived this the first time. I do not see him making it over the ropes right there. Dastardly Deeds locked in. Flashy just has to lean back to grab one of the ropes in order to escape. Dastardly Deeds in tight. Is he gonna survive again? Oh my God. What has gotten into Flashy? Look at Devious clapping like, oh yeah, good job. Wow, so great. Devious getting scared, I think. He doesn't know how the hell to put down Flashy. Twice he's been trapped in Dastardly Deeds. Twice he's escaped. Or not even escaped. Devious has to let the hold go because Flashy refuses to tap. And Flashy, 8-second ride! 8-second ride by Flashy! Oh my God, what a win this would be. This would be the biggest win of Flashy's career. 1, 2, no. What is it gonna take for one of these guys to go down for the count, man? Holy camole, geez Louise, Papa Cheese, everything under the sun. Now it's Flashy, who's a bit agitated as he hammers away at the thigh of the light heavyweight champion with these elbows, springboard moonsault. Big hit after big hit. Now the cogs in Flashy's mind turning, wondering, thinking, what do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? Devious gonna take this fight to the outside. Hey, as champion in championship matches, he has a champion's advantage. He can win here by count out too. What the hell is he doing? Taking a little bit of a bow. What is Devious cooking up here? Off the apron. Oh, the fuck is he doing? Teasing us. The dirty heel. Now right steps. 1 only. 2 now. And I don't know what Devious is doing here. But Flashy is having none of it. Trio of elbows to the midsection. Gonna break himself free from that hold, and what a boot. Devious is out. Count of 4. Flashy just reset it. Nope. 6, but Devious makes sure this does not end by count out. But what the hell is he doing here? No, not on the outside, not on the concrete. Snap, swinging neck breaker. Count of 2. Murphy resets his count. He's going to do it again. No, come on, Devious. Once is enough. A second time onto the concrete. Oh, man. But Flash taking it with a pinch of salt. Now a reverse STO. Into the ring again. He's going to do it a 3rd time. You have got to be kidding me. Devious is looking to end the career of Flashy here, guys. My fucking, he's gonna do it. Is he gonna do it again? Are you kidding? Devious, a 4th time, and the count keeps resetting too. Now just trying to, Jesus, crack his skull open. Flashy, please respond. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? 5 times. 5 times, guys. Murphy's like, can you motherfuckers get back in the ring already? Flashy somehow gets a reversal. Look at his face too now, guys. What the fuck? Flashy to the top rope, to the outside, shooting star press. Holy shit! Let's go, Flashy! after taking 5 of those snap neck breakers onto the concrete. Devious not staying down for long after it. This truly is a 5-star matchup. Wait, is that a count of 9? Oh, no, it was 5. All right. And finally, the fight returns to the ring, and Devious says enough is enough. The damage has to be done now. Reels him in. Devious deeds. Come on, it's gotta do it. There's no way he does. Are you kidding? Is he actually not gonna tap? He actually escapes. Flash escapes this time. What the fuck, dude? What am I watching? What am I witnessing? These two guys ain't human. Now to the corner and a power slam. Hooking that leg. 1, 2. Jesus, this is gonna beat out Raw's 2-hour match from last night. This has been like, what, 25 minutes probably at this point. These guys beating the fuck out of each other. Flashy might, I don't even know if he knows where he is. He might just be fucking running on instinct at this point. Going to the top rope. I don't know if that's... What the hell is he doing? Devious to his feet. Oh! That DDT I've never seen a master looking DDT in my life. Holy shit. I'm flashing the pan again. Thwarted. But flashing with a hook to the jaw. Looking like a warrior. Bleeding like a stuffed pig. I don't know what's keeping these two guys running. How about a cartwheel fucking lariat? Flashy never ceases to amaze me. 1, 2. No matter what he does, though, he can't get the 3 count. No matter what Devious does, he can't tap Flashy out. Apparently building a... Oh! Kinshasa! It's gotta do it! 1, 2! No! Somebody please tell me what is happening here on Fusion number 114. Somebody please out there. Because I don't know what the hell this is. Countering the flash in the pan for a 3rd time. Kick to the gut. And now the light heavyweight champion with a pump handle driver. 1, 2. Oof. Stomp to the spine. Now Devious starting to brand target other parts of the body. I think he realized at this point that the Dastardly D just isn't going to do it. Elbow drop attempted. Yeah, the script was thrown out the window. These two are shooting right now. This is stiff. They have personal page. It's got to be the only answer. Man, I don't know what got into Flashy. I have never seen him like this before. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Flashy, Flashy, Flashy. 8-second ride, 8-second ride again. To the pin, grabbing that leg. Oh my God. 1, 2. Are you kidding me? Look at how pissed Flashy is. And I can't blame him. What is this? Kick out. Oh God. This out of the corner. Knee strike. Man, Flashy ain't gonna have a head. He's gonna have to have that head surgically removed after this. It's gotta be mush. Look at how slow Devious is going now. Swinging neck breaker. Three times Flashy escaped this in this match. The 4th time, finally do it. Dastardly Deeds locked in. He escapes, I swear. Is he not tapping? What is Flashy? This man, there it is, Flashy is forced to a little cheeky jab thereafter. Wow. Wow. I don't think there's enough words in that dictionary, the English dictionary, to describe what we just saw. Of the year qualifier, and look at this, yes. Please give us that handshake. Devious off And Flashy accepts. I don't know how both these guys even now. What a match, and that handshake, well deserved for Ben. Wow, what a fantastic contest that was. All right, now, my friends, believe it or not, we still have the main event to get to. Yeah, that wasn't the main event because the United States Championship is about to be decided as Harvey Hastings seeks to make history, become the first ever 3-time United States champion. In order to do so, he has to defeat the Asian sensation, the one and only Japan's biggest export, Divine. Divine been riding a huge wave of momentum lately. Of course, he won the United States title match at Sacrifice. Then he retained his U.S. title against Matseo Yume on the Fallout Fusion. Last week, he and Hayden defeated Harvey Hastings and Matseo Yume in a tag team matchup. So Divine is looking very good, but speaking to history, twice these two have fought before, and both times Harvey Hastings has emerged victorious. First in the 8-man elimination tag at Validation, then the Fusion after that, one-on-one Hastings beat Divine. So Hastings has Paul's number. Will he have it when it matters most, though? And of course, both these men now with big matches coming their way at Dark Carnival next Sunday, the 4th of March. Harvey Hastings announced as one of the 5 men who will challenge Ziggler for the Money in the Bank briefcase in a Money in the Bank ladder match. And of course, Divine, for winning Ultimate Sacrifice, challenges Hayden for the Undisputed Championship. But Hastings enacting his rematch clause here. His first reign as United States champion didn't last too long, only a couple weeks. His second reign, though, he held the title for 8 weeks. Harvey Hastings, the assassin Double H, of course, with a real busy schedule, because this Sunday he and his personal bodyguard, Mason Ross, will actually be involved in the Tag Team Cup in Tokyo, Japan. A German in Japan? But as voted by you, the fans, this will be a Falls Count Anywhere match, which means that Divine does not have the champion's advantage. He cannot retain by a count out or disqualification, and pinfall submissions count anywhere. They can go fight. They can go to Tokyo right now if they want to. Fight on the plane over there. But Harvey Hastings, if he is history as the first ever 3-time United States champion. This really has been one of the best, probably, maybe is the best Fusion of all time. There hasn't been a single bad match. And what a war we just witnessed between Flashy and Devious. Harvey Hastings ready for battle here. Hastings just a deadly competitor. So many different ways he can defeat you. The Blitzkrieg shooting star press on the top rope, or that deadly Anaconda Vice of his, which is what he beat Paul Divine with on those 2 occasions at Validation and the Fusion after. Tapped the Asian sensation out. But there he is. The 5-time Tag Team Champion, Anarchy Champion, 3-time World Champion, looking to become 4-time World Champion next Sunday, and the current United States Champion, the Asian sensation, the man who puts the Rising and Rising Sun, Japan's biggest export, Paul Divine. On a streak like no other. Looking to make sure he keeps that United States Championship to his name and finally get one up over Double H. And a tweet here, guys, from Flashy says, now, with all seriousness, I may not have won, but I took Devious to the limit. I think I deserve a title shot for damn sure. So Flashy wants a shot at the championship. Maybe Johnny Sampson will see what he can do. Of course, we know that Jay Davis will be challenging Matt Devious for the title next Sunday at Dark Carnival. As Paul Devine makes sure everybody knows that he is the United States champion. Hold it up high for the world to see. All right, my fine feathered friends, it is the main event of Monday Night Fusion number 114. It has been one hell of a show so far. Now it culminates with some championship action. The CMV United States Championship to be decided. One of the most longest, well, was one of the few original championships in CMV. Of course, it was deactivated for a while. It was defunct. But it reinstated early last season. The first holder of it was none other than Zach Payne, who won it 3 years ago at Over the Limit. Now it's decided between that man, the assassin Double H, Harvey Hastings, who's looking very, very ready for this. And of course, the holder of the gold, Paul Devine, a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame one day, one of the most decorated superstars on the roster today. Looking to retain the United States title, slapping it, telling Hastings, this ain't going nowhere, boy. It is going to be one hell of a collision between Paul Devine and Hayden next Sunday at Dark Carnival for the World Championship. But tonight, Paul Devine needs to put that in the back of his mind, as does Hastings have to put the Money in the Bank ladder match in the back of his mind. A title held up high, you know, for Perry Heenan, Matseo Yume, Harvey Hastings, and Chris Diamond. It'll be their first, not only ladder matches in CMV, but of course for Money in the Bank ladder matches. Jacob Ziegler, it'll be his third, while it'll be Azrael's second. So they have that experience. Hastings got to be, even if he doesn't show it, there's got to be butterflies, a little bit of, you know, worrying him about that ladder match, career changing. As Devine bullies Hastings into the corner at the start here, and surprisingly a clean break, but then a Hurricane Rana by Hastings takes advantage of the opening. And this is Falls Count, where another Hurricane Rana, showing Devine that he's just as agile. Both these men like to take to the air. Harvey Hastings more so, I would say. Lately, Paul Devine hasn't been so much of a risk taker. But very, very well-rounded is the United States champion, and one hell of a striker, too. But he's got to watch out for that Anaconda Vice submission hold of Hastings. That has defeated Devine twice. It's really his kryptonite. Kick to the gut, counter with a wheel kick by the champ. Rolls to the outside, and hey, as it is Falls Count Anywhere, guys, there are no disqualifications. Devine taking advantage of that rule. Sledgehammer looks to ram it right into Harvey's gut, but Hastings saw him coming just in the nick of time. Now a nice neck breaker. And now we just have a sledgehammer there, very, very ominously placed in the ring. Irish whip, rebound, super kick right on the jaw. Devine got caught, rolls to the apron. Paul Devine, though, isn't safe. There are no disqualification, means Hastings doesn't have to give him the break. Even though he's holding onto the ropes, forearm smash, and here we go. It is Falls Count Anywhere. Oh, referee Murphy getting rid of the sledgehammer. Okay, thanks. Drop kick to the back of the head. Arm drag. Now these two can stay out here for as long as they want. They can end things out here if they want. There are no countouts. Pin subs count anywhere. We just saw a submission match this past Sunday at CyberSlam. Luke Swanson beat Sean Kent by tapping him out on the outside of the ring. Gator roll into a crossface, but Devine looking to wear down Harvey Hastings a little bit in that hard concrete that lies beneath these thin pads. Such a dangerous place to be fighting. Deals some big time damage, though. Knee to the face. Now Devine shoots in, up over the shoulders. Fireman's carry position. Not a place that Hastings wants to be. This ain't going to be a fun ride. Snake Eyes on the apron. Right into that metal. Devine ramming Harvey Hastings. Rib first into the apron. Stomped down onto the knees. Both knees getting stomped on. Devious currently having his way. I don't know where Murphy just went. Came over to shout something at me. I didn't hear him, though. History will be made if Harvey Hastings is victorious and becomes U.S. champion once again. Long road home, Fisherman's driver on the outside. And I talked about in the last match how dangerous a neck injury is. Probably the most dangerous injury you can incur in the wrestling world. This fight gonna return to the ring. Harvey Hastings gonna go for the pin. First pinfall to the match. Lateral press. Hastings to reclaim the United States Championship. Not even a 1 count, though. So that knife had shot more like a bitch slap. And a second time, Fisherman's driver. Paul Devine writhing in agony, clutching at his lower back. Now a stomp to the arm. You know that's a setup for the Anaconda of Ice, what we've been talking about. Oh, what a double accident. I think Harvey's elbow might have caught Devine right on the top of his head. Arm wrench though, and Devine turns to his legion of fans in attendance and watching around the world. Let them all know he's all right, but taking his eye off the ball. He should know better than that. Giving Harvey time to recuperate. Now a power slam position. Gonna line him up to dry on that top rope. Hastings smacks back too quickly. Arm drag puts Devine down on one knee. Now Hastings stands face to face, boot to boot. Into the corner. What the hell could Double H be looking for here? Ooh, stiff forearm. Picked up the quickness as he got closer. Jesus Christ, 3rd time, long road home. Big Megan Cooper fan. Now Hastings to the second turnbuckle. Nice sensitive. Harvey Hastings not a big guy, but that's still all of his weight. Right down of the Asian sensation. Lateral press once more. 1. Only a 1 count. Getting closer though. Went from no count to 1 count. Harvey got to keep the fire lit. Got to stay on top of Devine here. Knee to the chest though. Knocks him down. Now Japan's biggest export, of course, CMV returns to Japan, Tokyo, Japan, this Sunday for the 3rd annual Tag Team Cup. Boot to the chest, though. And Harvey flies through the air with a beautiful Hurricane Rana. I don't know if I've ever seen Hurley executed. Oh, that took Devine. I think he countered the headshot. That is the worst news for Harvey Hastings. Now Devine tying up the legs. What the hell? Like a lasso from El Paso. You see the bottom rope is right there. Harvey's trying to reach out, but he can't make it. There we go, able to escape though. Devine sent over the... Oh, did you see Harvey limp though, guys? That leg might have been torn to pieces the short time Devine. Kick to the midsection, maybe trying for Devine intervention in seconds. Could have... Now Hastings to the corner, and like it ain't no thing but a chicken wang. Hastings mocking Paul Devine. Is that smart? I don't think so. Misses the knife edge shot, but there's headshot, so what do I know? And like a spaghetti noodle just crumbling. Devine, though, perhaps, if not one of the most resilient man today. His heart is bigger than it should be. Than a normal man, for sure. What? By Hastings, and that puts Devine in perfect position, ladies and gentlemen. Hastings going to the top. We know what he's going to look for here. Paul Devine in big time trouble. Hastings perched. Blitzkrieg. Devine move though. He knows Hastings too well. That veteran instinct saw it coming, and now a Dragon Sleeper applied. That should be... Oh, there are in this matchup. I forgot it was false count anywhere. So there are breaks. Even though in the normal match, Hastings would be saved here. Devine got... Oh, he's going to let it go. Hastings couldn't escape, but he wasn't tapping either. Hurricane Rana. Harvey Hastings, the former 2-time champion. Look at him on a comeback now. Forearm smash. Inverted atomic drop. The scoop slam to bring it all together. Riding high as the challenger. The pride of Germany. A second headshot. Devine taking a trip to another dimension right now. Look at him. Eyes glossed over. Hastings picking forth, wondering what he should proceed with. Waste that time, though. Devine utilizes to get to his feet. Short arm shoulder block. Now grabbing Hastings by his hair. They stand face to face. Closes in, but a jawbreaker. Created, goes for a kick to the thigh. Turns him about. Arm drag by Devine. in control, but can he bring it all together? Can he retain chip? Catchphrase Vintage Divine. That's what he used to win his first world championship last year's Rake of the Eyes by Harvey Hastings. Dirty, dirty heel. Not afraid to bend the rules. There's no DQs in this, though. Now unloaded. Hastings with flip powerbomb executed to perfection. Hastings to the corner. Once again, like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Hastings, what are you doing? He's beat Divine twice before. He thinks he has it in the bag. Oh, no, 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 no. He locks this in. Divine has tapped to it twice before. Watch what was coming. Having absolutely none of it. And now Hastings being brought up, but able to counter. Make sure Divine doesn't keep control for very long. Now going for the legs. Elbow drop to the thigh. Hastings has tried for both the Blitzkrieg and the Anaconda Vice in this matchup. Both pulled. For now, though, what is Hastings looking for here? Flying through the air. Is that such a smart move? We're about to find out right now. Springboard, phenomenal forearm connects. Lateral press. Frequent pins by Harvey in this matchup. Can off new champion? No. Just a 2 count. 2.999999 though. Counters. Cutter goes for a shot. Wizard. The quickness at which these two just counter. It's like clicking on all fronts. What a matchup here at our main event to close out this phenomenal fusion. Each champion wants the best side headlock applied right now. I should say Harvey wanting to slow things down a little bit. They're really not going to benefit as the longer it goes. Very similar in style, and I'm sure we've seen them before, but they can go the limit. Harvey trying to back up there, but Paul Divine gets off the snap. The back now, a pinfall attempt by the champion. 1, not even a 2 count. Not even dosed, Topher. And you see Paul Divine with his hands on his hips, huffing and puffing, wondering what he's got to do, and perhaps this will be it. Harvey wobbles to his feet, unaware of what's coming his way. The 24th punch. Hooks leg. 1, 2, 3, and Paul Divine is still the United States champion. What a matchup. But that clock to the face means that Divine remains with the gold. What an excellent fusion to be brought to an end by an excellent main event. Divine finally gets one over Hastings and retains his United States Championship. With this news, I can announce that this day, Tokyo, Japan, the Tokyo Dome, Paul Divine will be making an appearance in his home country, defending his United States title against whom? Unknown. I did not receive word from Johnny Sampson, but this Sunday, Divine will be making a special appearance in his home country, defending that championship against currently an unknown opponent. But tonight he stands tall, still with the gold. What a match, and what a win for the Asian sensation. And back home with the strap in tow. The momentum continues, and Hayden had best be ready for Paul Sunday at Dark Carnival. And who defense against this Sunday had best be ready. All right, my fine feathered friends, thank you as always for joining me for an excellent, definitely, Josh said it best, I think probably, if not one of, definitely the best. I'm all out of, I'm sure you know, exclamation point join. We'll give you a link to our website, cmvwrestling.com. If you're just interested in us, CMV, exclamation point CMV will give you a little bit of information. Official CMV _ we'll give you a, that's our Twitter if you want to follow us for signings, match cards, updates, all that kind of good stuff, etc., etc. And all the past episodes on my YouTube channel, linked on my Twitch info page. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you on Friday. I'm doing a double. My sister's moving in on Thursday, so I'm not going to be able to stream reality wrestling. So Friday will be a double of reality wrestling and Genesis. And then Saturday, I'm actually going to be doing the Tag Team Cup because Cop's streaming Showdown on Sunday and WWE has Elimination Chamber, so I don't want to clog up the whole day. So Saturday is actually going to be the Tag Team Cup. Hopefully I see you for one of them. Catch you on the flippy flop.